James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play What's Up by 4 Non Blondes. A lot of people think this song's called What's Going On, but it's actually called What's Up, even though I don't think they even say it in the song. Anyways, I'm going to show you this in two ways. We're going to show you how to play it with a capo and without a capo. With a capo, it's going to be a lot easier. The song's actually a 3-chord wonder, meaning it's just the same 3 chords in a row. And if we use a capo, those are 3 really easy chords. So this is actually a great tune for beginners. And we're going to do that part first. And then after, we're going to remove our capo and we're going to play it the same way that they play it on the recording, which does require 1 bar chord. So it's 2 easy chords and 1 bar chord. Either way, it's 3 chords no matter what. The strumming's not that difficult, so this is quite a approachable song, especially if you're just getting started. And if you are just getting started, I should probably let you know about 2 resources that I offer. There's my ebook, which is completely free, and it goes over all the basics of strumming, you know, the chords, chord switching, different things to do with rhythm and all that stuff. And I also have a complete beginner's course, which is kind of like a curated, you know, guided tour through all the beginner stuff. It's like, you know, 80 video lessons or even more than that, and it just goes through everything. So I recommend checking both of those out, especially if you find that you need some help with this stuff. Anyways, let's get our capo on the 2nd fret. And whenever you put a capo on your guitar, you have to do some fine tuning, you know, just because the capo kind of puts it a little bit out of tune. And if you don't have a capo, I do recommend one. They're pretty cheap, and you could even make one with like a pencil and a rubber band. It's not going to be as good as a properly made capo, but you know, especially if you're just getting started, a capo lets you play so many more songs. You know, you can take a song that's kind of difficult, and if you put the capo in the right spot, instead of having to play all these bar chords and all this difficult stuff, you could turn it into a really easy song, just like we're doing with this one. So, you know, I do recommend it, but if you don't have one, we are going to show you how to play it without a capo in the second half of this video. All right, now that we have our capo on, let's take a look at our chord shapes. The first one is G. And then from there, we're going to switch to A minor. Then we go from A minor to C. And there's a bit of a trick going from A minor to C. You can see it's only 1 finger. Just try that a couple times, you know, just A minor, C, A minor, C. So those are the chords in order, and you might want to work out those switches going from G to A minor a whole bunch of times, you know, and then A minor to C like we just did, and then C back to G. You know, it's a good idea to be comfortable with all the transitions, because now we're going to play the chords in order using downstrokes only. So we're keeping the rhythm really simple. We're just going to focus on making nice, clean chord switches. Starting on a G chord, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it a few more times. Last time. All right, so once you can play the chords just like that, downstrokes only with good clean chord switches, we're ready to move on to the strumming pattern, which goes like this. Here it is, a lot slower. 3 and 4 and 2 and. Now that might seem pretty complicated, but it's actually 2 simpler strumming patterns just joined together. And both of those strumming patterns are in our free ebook, so if you need extra help with them, check that out, but I'm gonna show you a little bit about it right now. So let's break it down. we're actually playing down, down, up 3 times in a row, and then at the very end, up, down, up. You know, if you take a look at it, 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. You know, so that's 3 down, down, ups. And then at the very end, up, down, up. So that's the first 3 quarters of this thing. Just down, down, up 3 times. And the very last bit is miss, up, down, up. Miss, up, down, up. And the reason why we're saying miss is because we're missing a prominent beat. You know, our body, like we need to feel that beat in order to keep a steady rhythm. So if we say miss, we're still gonna keep that, it's gonna keep us grounded. You know, when you put it together with the rest of it, we end up down, down, up 3 times in a row, and then miss, up, down, up. Let's do it super slow. 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. And I would practice it just like that, counting, saying it out loud, super duper slow, nice and steady. And when you can play it a few times in a row, you know, it might take you a little while till you can get it in your muscle memory, get it super duper slow, play it a whole bunch of times in a row, and then gradually speed it up. And if you approach your strumming pattern this way, just counting it out and making sure that you're really nailing the rhythm, it's gonna improve your rhythm just in general. And when you go to learn a different strumming pattern, it's gonna be that much easier. Anyways, once you've worked out this strumming pattern a little bit, we can put it together with the chord shapes nice and slow. Let's try that out. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... All right, so that's the easy way to play the song. Now we're gonna take off our capo and we're gonna figure out how to play this song the same way they do on the recording. If you watch the video, these are the chord shapes that she's using on the acoustic guitar. So our first chord is A. And that's a basic open chord. From there, we're gonna go to B minor. Now that's the tricky chord in this one. And I feel the easiest way to approach this is to play an A minor shape, but saving your first finger. So we're actually gonna play A minor using our other fingers. We go up 1, 2 frets, and then we lay our first finger across the strings. And you might have to put your finger a little higher, a little lower. You know, I actually have a mini series, a 3-part mini series that goes over all my tips to do with bar chords, building finger strength, accuracy, not hurting yourself, how to, you know, conceive of all the shapes and navigate the fretboard and use the bar chords for, you know, what they're meant to be used for. So I'll put a link down below if you need any extra help with this B minor shape. Otherwise, you know, just try your best. Get all the notes on that B minor. Then we go to a D chord, and then back to A. So it's the same deal as before. It's a 3-chord wonder. We're gonna do our strumming pattern on A, then on B minor, practice putting those chord shapes together with the strumming pattern nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Alright, so that's how you play What's Up by 4 Non Blondes. If you need any extra help with this, don't forget to check out my free ebook and my complete beginner's guitar course. There's links down below for both of those. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing and I'll see you soon.